check. Very good afternoon to the participants and the dignitaries. It's a warm welcome to you all. Very shortly, the inaugural session is going to be start. I request all the members who are present in this auditorium to put off your mobile phones in switch off mode or in silent mode. Please maintain the decorum. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. I request everyone to be seated in your seats. I repeat once again, a warm welcome to this afternoon session. Very shortly, the inaugural function is going to start. In this regard, everyone are requested to be seated in your place and also put off the mobile phones in silent mode. Please maintain the decorum. Thanks for your understanding and cooperation.
Lakshmi பேச கூடானா
அப்படியே அது எந்த இடம்னு தெரியல
தெரியும் இங்க பாருங்க இவங்க வந்து பேச மாட்டாங்க கேஸ் அடிச்சு
நான் இவங்க எல்லாம் மாத்திட்டு அப்புறமா நான் வரேன் I request the participants who are at outside, please occupy the seats in the auditorium. Participants from outside who are staying outside the auditorium, please occupy the seats. I repeat once again, participants who are staying outside the auditorium, Please occupy the seats.
இந்த பேப்பர்ஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு வரும்போது தயவு செஞ்சு அங்கே என்னப்பா அடிச்சு வச்சிருக்கு.
Participants, you can occupy the seats on the middle area of the gallery. Participants are requested to occupy the seats at the middle area of the gallery.
Dignitaries.
Okay. So, யாருமே participant கிடையாது.
Participant delegates எல்லாமே all professors and
சரி.
எல்லாமே.
Okay, sir.
Participants only paper presentation at the Veda session நடக்குது.
சரி.
Only delegates and
Welcome.
நிறைய வச்சிருக்கீங்க.
அம்மா எனக்கு அதான்
எல்லாத்தையும் சீக்வென்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
இது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீடியோ அபவுட் சொல்லணும். இன்ட்ரடக்ஷனும் கிடையாது. சரி
வச்சுக்காதீங்க. உங்களுக்கு அங்கேருந்து அவங்க பார்த்தாங்கன்னா இது மாதிரி இதுவாக இருக்கும். நீங்கள் நம்பர்ஸ் போட்டுக்கோங்க 1 2 3 சொல்லி வச்சுக்கோங்க.
எல்லாமே தேவைப்படுதேப்பா, அது கொஞ்சம் பார்த்துக்கணும்.
என்ன ஆர்டர் பண்ணி ஆர்டர் சொல்லுங்கள். இந்த இதை கரெக்டாக தான் இருக்கேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் ஃபெலிசிட்டேஷன் டிக்னிட்டரி.
On panle. Delegates, please be seated in your place. The session is about to start. Thank you.
எங்கள் வீட்டில் சார் ரொம்ப சீரியஸாக பார்ப்பார் கம்பல்சரி இருக்கணும் ஸோ வந்து வெளியெல்லாம் எடுக்காதீங்க
அதுல வச்சிருங்க ஆமா. Thank you.
Check.
So we have received the information. Chief guest is on the way. Delegates, please be occupied your seats.
Check. டயஸில் உட்காரவங்க லிஸ்ட்டுக்கு
இருக்கு சார்.
ஏன்னா அவங்க எல்லாரையும் மேலே வர சொல்லணும். வர சொல்லும்போது அவங்க ஃப்ளவர் பண்ணுவாங்க.
யார் அவங்க தான் இல்லை நம்ம அது என்ன பண்ணுறோம்னா உட்காந்துட்ட பிறகு தான் திருப்பி நம்ம அது ஒரு இதுவாகவே அஜெண்டாவாகவே இருக்குது. ஃப்ளவரிங் அது இது அஜெண்டாவாகவே இருக்குது. அது பண்ணிவிட்டு லைட்டிங் ஆஃப் பண்ணுறாங்க.
சரி.
அவர் என்ன சொல்கிறாருன்னா மேலே இல்லை இருக்கட்டும் சார், அப்படியே பண்ணிடலாம். நம்ம ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் லாஸ்ட்டில் மாற்ற வேணும்.
Check.
I request the dignitaries to occupy the seats on the dais. The following dignitaries: Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Professor Syed Ainul Hasan, Professor E.G. Sitharam, Dr. Nirmaljit Singh Kalsi, Dr. G. Viswanathan, Dr. K.S. Lakshmi, Shri Guntha Laxman, Dr. G.V. Selvam, Dr. R. Baskar, Dr. R. Manikandan, Dr. T. Tyagarajan, Pro VC of VIT. And Dr. Madan A. Sendil. Leadership is not about a title or a designation. It is about impact and inspiration. With this, let me now invite our esteemed dignitaries to grace the stage with their presence. Each one is an encouragement of service, intellect, and national commitment. As a token of gratitude and due respect, we welcome them with a good round of applause. Professor Syed Ainul Hasan, please come to the dais. We request Syed Ainul Hasan to occupy the seat on the dais. And now we request the dignitaries to light the lamp. Syed Ainul Hasan, sir, please join with the dignitaries on the dais. The ceremonial lighting of the lamp is a symbol of knowledge, wisdom, and awakening. The inauguration of two-day national level conference on Roadmap to VIKSIT Bharat, a multidisciplinary approach, began with intellectual and cultural celebration. Thank you, dignitaries. Now we have VIT choir team to recite Tamil Thai Vaalthu. I request everyone to raise for Tamil Thai Vaalthu.
நீராரும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரிதனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீழிளமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
We invoke the blessings of Ma Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, creativity and wisdom. Let the melodious Saraswati Vandana fill this space with sacred energy by Meenakshi College Choir Team.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यापः निशेषजाड्यापः निशेषजाड्यापः.
Now let us witness video about Vyasa Muni.
I am Vyasa, born to sage Parashara and Satyavati. I came before the dark age to restore dharma and wisdom. In those ancient days, the Vedas were scattered and fragmented. People could no longer grasp their profound meaning. So I divided the one Veda into 4 great streams: Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva, each entrusted to a rishi. To bring these truths closer to the hearts of all, I composed the Puranas and the great Mahabharata. The Mahabharata is not a mere epic. It is the mirror of the soul, its struggle, its dharma. I was born by my father's command. I returned at my mother's call to serve the cause of dharma. When the lineage was at risk, I answered the call. In the epic, I am a character, but I am much more. I am a guru, a seer, a silent witness to time. My work is never finished. I am eternal, living in the Vedas. I live on in every seeker who asks, what is truth? I wrote so you may know what truly must be lived. Remember me not in worship, but in wisdom. As long as dharma breathes, Vyasa breathes, and I am with you.
Thank you. We are truly honored by the presence of esteemed dignitaries today as we embark on discussions that promise to be both insightful and impactful, it is now my distinct privilege to introduce the personalities who grace our dais. Their commitment to advancing knowledge and fostering collaboration serves as an inspiration to us all. To begin with, it is a great privilege and honor to present a brief profile about our eminent dignitary, Honorable Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Honorable Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi is a distinguished Indian politician, academician, and social worker, a PhD holder in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. His most important accomplishments include being a two-term Rajya Sabha MP, elected in 2019, re-elected in 2024, serving as a senior national spokesperson for the BJP, and holding significant parliamentary committee members. Earlier in his career, he served as information advisor to the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh and played a key role in the BJP's media and communications during 2014 general elections. He is recognized for his intellectual contribution to national discourse and his active participation in policy making, currently serving on important bodies like Press Council of India and Advisory Council of Delhi Development Authority. With this brief note, may I invite Dr. Shivapuji Koti from THETA to felicitate our Honorable Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Member of Parliament. Please give a big round of applause to the dignitary.
On behalf of VIT, our Honorable Chancellor Dr. G. Viswanathan and Vice President Dr. G. V. Selvam will present the memento to Chief Guest Professor Sudhanshu Trivedi, Honorable Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha. With a very big round of applause.
Thank you, sir. It is great pleasure to introduce Professor Syed Anil Hasan, Vice Chancellor of Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, is a renowned scholar in Persian and Central Asian studies with over 3 decades of academic leadership. Formerly a professor at JNU, he established the Afghan Resource Center to promote Indo-Afghan relations and has designed curricula for leading Indian university. Honored as Persian Poet of the Year 27, and recipient of President's Certificate of Honor in 2017, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 2025 for his contribution to literature and education. With this great accomplishment, I request Dr. T. Tyagarajan to felicitate Professor Syed Ainul Hasan, Vice Chancellor of Maulana Azad National University. Thank you, professors. It is a great privilege to introduce Professor T.G. Sitharam, Chairman AICTE. He is a distinguished academic and visionary leader currently serving as a Chairman of the All India Council for Technical Education. Prior to this, he held the esteemed position of Director of IIT Guwahati, where his dynamic leadership catalyzed transformative growth. He is renowned for his pioneering contribution in rock mechanics, rock engineering, and earthquake geotechnical engineering. Sir has made a significant impact on civil and geotechnical engineering globally. During his tenure at IIT Guwahati, he played a vital role in establishing 5 new schools and 5 multidisciplinary centers, which accelerated the institute and raised in global rankings. His initiatives have redefined institutional development through academic innovation and interdisciplinary research. He is a member of governing bodies of premier institutions such as NITS, IACTE, and AICTE, and is actively involved in international scientific committees and forums, including SATU President's Forum, enhancing global academic collaboration. His global partnership with leading universities and his commitment to reshaping technical education in India have positioned him as a reformer in the education ecosystem. With this brief note, may I call upon Dr. S. Murugavel from THETA to facilitate Professor T.G. Sitharam, Chairman, AICTE. Thank you, professors. I'm very much honored to introduce Dr. Nirmaljit Singh Kalsi, is a highly distinguished retired IAS officer and a prominent figure in India's education and skill development sectors, known for his instrumental role in shaping national framework. As a former chairman of the National Council for Vocational Education and Training, he was the architect behind the development of the groundbreaking National Credit Framework and the revised National Skills Qualification Framework. These initiatives are crucial for integrating academic and vocational education to enhance employability across the country. With a strong background in IICT and public administration, including serving as a secretary in the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and additional chief secretary in Punjab, he continues to contribute to academia as a distinguished visiting professor at IIT Ropar and board member for significant educational institution. With this brief note, may I call upon Dr. Adya Venkat Rao from THETA to felicitate Dr. Nirmaljit Singh Kalsi, former chairman of National Council for Vocational Education and Training. Thank you, sir. I'm very much delighted to present a brief note about Dr. G. Viswanathan, the esteemed founder and Chancellor of VIT University, was born on December 8, 1938 in Gudiyatham village, Vellore district in Tamil Nadu. Coming from farmer's family, he remarkably journeyed from humble beginnings to becoming a beacon of inspiration for aspiring youth as a testament for his unwavering commitment to education and societal betterment. From his young age, excelled in academically, demonstrating his brilliance. He was graduated from Ortiz Loyola College and Madras Law College. His thirst for knowledge remained unquenched, leading him to complete the Advanced Management Program at Harvard Business School in 2003. He was elected as a parliamentarian and made various remarkable achievements. He also served as one of the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly for 10 years and as a minister made significant contribution to the welfare of his constituents. In 1984, Dr. G. Viswanathan founded Vellore Engineering College, now VIT University, with a vision to provide world-class education and create a profound impact on society. Starting with just 180 students, the institution has grown exponentially, now encompassing 4 campuses with over 25,000 students enrolled in various undergraduate, postgraduate, integrated, and research programs. VIT University attracts a diverse international community of students and faculty, earning accolades such as ISO certification from Holland and international accreditation from UK and USA. It has consistently been ranked as a top private engineering institution in India, reflecting Dr. GV's commitment to excellence. His honorary doctorates include: he received an honorary doctorate of Law's degree from his institution, West Virginia University, US on 2009. State University of New York, USA on May 10, 2024. He was awarded in May 2025. This honorary doctorate acknowledges his visionary leadership in expanding access to quality higher education in India. St. Xavier's University, Kolkata, India. This is another institution that has conferred an honorary doctorate during February 17, 2025. With this great accomplishment, I extend a token of gratitude to felicitate G. Viswanathan sir, esteemed founder and Chancellor of VIT University. For this, I will call upon Dr. V. Ramaya Reddy from THETA. It is an honor to present the profile about Dr. K.S. Lakshmi, Secretary, Meenakshi College for Women, Chennai. She is a distinguished physics educator and researcher known for her leadership in projects. She also worked with IGCAR Kalpakam and BRNS DAE with her work on radiation near Kudangulam nuclear plant cited in India Parliament. She is the founder Meenakshi Sundararajan Engineering College and School of Management, both claimed for academic excellence. Ma'am is an active Lions Club International member. She served as District Governor of a district in 324 AI. Her awards include the Jewel of India Award, Indira Gandhi Award, Rajiv Gandhi Rishi Monani Award, and recognition as one of the top 100 scientists during 2013 by IBC Cambridge. With this brief outline, I extend a token of gratitude to felicitate Dr. K.S. Lakshmi, Secretary Meenakshi College. For this, Dr. S. Akila from THETA. Thank you, professors. It is a great privilege to introduce Dr. Madan A. Sendil, Chairman of Ratnam Group of Institution, Coimbatore, and visionary entrepreneur transforming higher education in India. Holds an MS from University of Central Florida and PhD from Anna University, blending global insight with academic rigor. He also led Ratnam's growth Intro Multidisciplinary Hub, including Ratnam Tech Zone and India's first UN SDG focused Atal Incubation Center, raised renown for integrating education, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Recipient of multiple awards, including recognition from UK Parliament for impactful contribution to education and society. With this outline, may I call upon Dr. Ilam Valudi from THETA to felicitate Dr. Madan A. Sendil, Chairman of Ratnam Group of Institution, Coimbatore. Thank you. Next, we'll move on to introducing Dr. Madan A. Sendil. We have completed that, and we move on to Shri Guntha Laxman, All India Joint Organizing Secretary, ABRSM, He serves as the All India Joint Organizing Secretary of Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Sangha Mahasangh, an organization ideologically aligned with the Rashtriya Swamsangh based in Bengaluru. He is committed educationist and a national thought leader in higher education policy and reform. He plays a pivotal role in shaping India and educational discourse, particularly through the active promotion of National Education Policy 2020. His vision includes increased public investment in education and the elevation of academic standards across the country. Sir has been contributing in organizing national level seminars, workshops, and conferences aimed at unifying educational goals rooted in India's civilization ethos. He was also a key presence at the prestigious Shiksha Bhushan Samman 2023 held at Nagpur. A dynamic leader and visionary, his efforts continue to redefine India's education landscape, blending traditional values with modern aspiration. The soul of India resides in its villages, values, and Vidya. Let us now welcome Shri Guntha Lakshmi, a torchbearer, national education, to accept our offering. I request VB Joshi from THETA to felicitate Shri Guntha Laxman, All India Organizing Secretary, ABRSM. Thank you, sir. It is my immense pleasure to share a brief profile about Dr. G.V. Selvam, Vice President, VIT. He stands as a true embodiment of honesty and hard work. He not only believes in but lives by the principle of honesty, demonstrating these values through every endeavor he undertakes. Sir has been associated with the institution since 1999. When he first assumed office as Vice Chairman of Vellore Engineering College. Since then, he has been working relentlessly towards the progress of this institution. He is a spearhead the elevation of Vellore Engineering College of VIT University in 2021 and become its first Pro-Chancellor. Dr. Selvam enjoys the distinction of being youngest Pro-Chancellor of University in the world, which has been recognized by the Limca Book of Awards in 25. He holds a postgraduate degree in Business Administration and PhD on the topic Appraisal of Higher Education in India with special reference to USA and UK from Madras University. Sir has become the first Vice President of VIT Chennai in 2010. Where he sculptured the campus from the scratch. The high-rise structures, the lush green ambience, and the ultra-modern infrastructure that adorn VIT Chennai were created within short span of time under his ingenious leadership. He has developed VIT Chennai campus in conventionally with the standards of Green LEED certification. As the Vice President, he continues to contribute diligently to its growth. His painstaking efforts in implementing several innovative measures have enabled VIT to emerge as an institution of international eminence. Dr. Selvam was instrumental in introducing new and need-based programs of study such as law, architecture, hotel management, and agriculture. He introduced the inter-university sports and cultural spectacular. He played a significant role in establishing VIT Technology Business Incubator, which has received a national acclaim for his service to budding entrepreneurs. The Center for Sustainable Rural Development and Research Studies is a brainchild of Dr. Selvam, a man with a deep passion for nature. He takes immense interest in green initiatives. The lush green, self-sustaining VIT campuses in Vellore and Chennai are specimens of his efforts to adorn the spaces with natural attractiveness. He is the rocky and barren landscape of Vellore and Clean Pale project, which is taking measures to restore the Pala River bed to its original texture. He is passionate about transforming Vellore into a clean, green, and nature-rich society. His unwavering dedication to education and leadership has earned him several accolades, most recently the Entrepreneur of the Year Award at the prestigious Asia HRD Awards 2024. With this great accomplishment, I call upon Dr. G. Ramesh Kumar from THETA to felicitate Dr. G.V. Selvam, Vice President, VIT. Thank you, professors. Now we are very much glad to felicitate Dr. R. Baskar, President THETA. For this, now I request Dr. L. Venkateshan from THETA. Now I request Dr. T. Padmanabhan from THETA to felicitate Dr. R. Manikandan, General Secretary THETA and also Convenor of VIKSIT BHARAT 2025. Thank you. To set the tone of today's event, we now invite Dr. G.V. Selvam, Vice President, VIT Chennai, to render the welcome address.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram. A very warm and inclusive greetings to each of you and every corner of vibrant nation. As we come together in the spirit of unity and progress, let us be reminded of the powerful words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who said, "Dream is not which you see while sleeping, it is something that does not let you sleep." This spirit of restless pursuit and purpose lies at the heart of VIKSIT BHARAT 2047, and it is the energy that brings us together today. It is both an honor and delight to welcome you back this afternoon on behalf of vibrant host institution VIT Chennai. I trust the break has recharged you and you are ready for another power-packed sessions of ideas, inspiration, and impact dialogues. I extend all heartful welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Member of Parliament, Uttar Pradesh, Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, Professor T.G. Sitharam, Chairman AICTE, our VIT Chancellor Dr. G. Viswanathan, Mr. Kalsi, former Chairman NCVIT New Delhi, and Batmashi Syed Anul Hussain, Vice Chancellor Maulana Azad University, Professor Arumugam, Vice Chancellor Tiruvallur University, Professor Vasant Kumar Mehta, Pro Vice Chancellor Kanjipuram, Mr. Panchanathan, Vice Chancellor Gandhigam Rural University, Mr. Arbindo Mehta, Director Tirupura University, Mr. Madan A. Chandil, Chairman, Ratnam Group of Institutions, Mr. Guntha Laxman, All India Joint Secretary, ABRSM, Dr. K.S. Lakshmi, Secretary, Meenakshi College of Women, Chennai, Dr. Tyagarajan, Pro Vice Chancellor, VIT Chennai, Mr. Manikandan, Convenor, VIKSIT BHARAT, and Mr. Baskar, President, THETA, and office bearers of THETA and ABRSM, and all our eminent dignitaries, intelligent leaders, and distinguished participants. This national gathering of academic excellence, thought leadership spanning around 20 states in living example for the unity and diversity. Each of you bring you a wealth of insight, lived experience, and shared commitment to reimagining India's development journey. As we know, move into the second half of our deliberations, this afternoon is poised intellectually rich and solution-driven. Sections will explore critical domains from harnessing the power of Indian knowledge system and rural skill development and to rethinking education reforms and realigning our economic strategies, decoding key government flagship initiatives. This conversation are not timely but essentially as we accelerate towards the vision of VIKSIT BHARAT 2047. This afternoon section promises to deepen our understanding for vital themes including Indian knowledge systems, skill development, and tailoring rural prosperity, education reforms, economic strategy, government flagship initiatives. As participants, your actively engagement and insight contribution will be key to shaping actionable pathways of our nation's future. VIT Chennai takes immense pride in supporting initiatives that align with our national vision for development and progress. Hosting this national workshop on roadmap to VIKSIT Bharat resonates deeply with our commitment to the fostering knowledge exchange and collective action towards India's transformation by 2047. Let us harness this moment generated this morning, embrace the challenges ahead, and collaborative forgive strategies that will drive India towards the vision of VIKSIT Bharat. Together, through dedication, collective wisdom, we can realize the goal. Wishing you a dynamic and thought-provoking afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your very warm welcome note. For a detailed account of the event journey and outcomes, I request Dr. R. Manikandan, Convenor of VIKSIT Bharat 2025, to present the Convenor report.
Good afternoon to all, the dignitaries on or off the dais, esteemed delegates, respected speaker, and colleagues. I am proud to present this Convenor report on behalf of Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teacher Association, THETA, which is affiliated with Akhila Bharatiya Rashtriya Shiksha Mahasangh, ABRSM. Our association take up on 2019 with the help of Professor Kumarasamiji and Shri Kunda Laxmanji, and 75 dedicated educators who shared a clear vision for academic and social advancement. By 2020, we are officially registered as a society in Ooty, and today we represented over 340 committed members across Tamil Nadu. THETA and its mission to promote the welfare of educators and society at large, with actively contributing to the national vision of educational excellence and the development of India. This conference is a landmark even in our journey, what began with small expectation of 300 to 350 participants has today grown on a national economic celebration with over 1,300 registered delegates, including researchers and academicians from across the country. We also received more than 250 abstracts, all focused on compelling vision of VIKSIT Bharat up to 2047. Your participation and enthusiasm have truly inspired. In the recent year, the THETA has hosted impactful program including Unleashing Hanuman Within in October 2023 and Empowering Women for VIKSIT Bharat early in this year. This event way for deep academic and social dialogue in 2024 conference in Coimbatore, presented word by Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu with more than 500 participants, further strengthened our role as a rising academic force in the Bharat. Shri Kunda Lakshmanji is planning, attending of detail and dedication were the instrumental in the execution of the conference, a seamless and inspiring the experience. This current conference is yet another step forwarded. We are immensely grateful to the Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai, for their gracious support, their participation with not only in the made the conference possibility, but also profound successful. This gathering bring together diverse interdisciplinary perspectives, unlimited by the shared goal to contribute actively to the building of strong, self-reliant and enlightening India. On behalf of THETA, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our distinguished speaker, dedicated participants, academic partner, volunteers, and organizing team. Your presence and support have not only made this event in resounding success, but also established our collective commitment to the VIKSIT Bharat mission. Let us treat this moment as a beginning of gathering collaboration and renowned commitment to the nation building through education. Thank you once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your brief report. Definitely, it will strongly enlighten gathering only, sir. Now to offer words of peace and appreciation, I request Shri Guntha Laxman, All India Joint Organizing Secretary, ABRSM, to deliver the felicitation address. Over to you, sir.
Ellarku vanakkam. Namaste to everyone. Namaskar. Today's inaugural session chief guest Sri Sudhanshu Trivedi ji and Chancellor of VIT Viswanathan ji and Vice President Selvam sir and other prominent dignitaries on the dais, Sitharam sir and Kalsi ji, and of the dais, Anil Sahasrabuddhe ji is here, and many prominent academicians are here. Namaste to all, and all the delegates who came here across the country. First, I would like to, as a token of gratitude, I request all the delegates give big claps to the VIT management. Without their support, today this historical scenario would not seen. When we approached Selvam sir, without thinking a single second, we'll go. First we thought of some small number, but within 2-3 days we got the pulse, the number is going to increase. And I am very hesitating, requested him, sir, his number is going to 1,000, is it okay? Or we should restrict number? No, 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 whatever the number, let us go, we'll see. And in the same way, he didn't compromise it anywhere, and he never disclosed, what things are going on, don't say all the arrangements to Laxman, otherwise he will stop certain things. Such a kind-hearted and noble personality. And thank you so much, sir, Viswanathan ji and Selvam sir. And we expect the same support in the future also. And and again, I request everyone, you give big claps to all the resource persons, whomever we ask. It may be Anil Sahasrabuddhe ji and Sitharam ji, Kalsi sir, and whoever we are witnessing, everyone with a single call, they said, yes, definitely will come. ABRSM will doing a very good, wonderful activity, and we will come. And as they promised, everyone attending, I know they are having a hectic schedule, even though they are all here. And today it's a pride moment for me, because for the last so many years I am working in the field of organization and education, and this is a unique experience for me. The response and the numbers will speak. More than 1,200 registrations happened. I don't think so in the country, no event may be like this. Maybe students, scholars, maybe they are only, especially academicians, coming forward to be part of this kind of program, that too in the Tamil Nadu, Chennai campus, and more than 20 states were there. And very, very important thing is within the Tamil Nadu, almost all the districts are representing here. It is, I think, first of its kind. And if time will not permit, I can say many such, historical, inspiring moments. And when we are talking about this VIKSIT BHARAT, it is, my heart filled with pride. Definitely it is going to be happen. Why? Because generally it was an opinion that the academia or the intellectuals, they will not come together. But when ABRSM started bringing all the academicians together, we are getting a success after success, and we are proving that, yes, academicians will come together and they will think for the nation, and they are going to play a pivotal role in nation building. Yeah, that is also witnessing in this, because ABRSM being an organization, ABRSM is a national level academicians are from school education to university education. This organization is having in 29 states its representation, more than 13 lakhs membership this organization is having. Rashtra ke hit mein shiksha, shiksha ke hit mein shikshak, shikshak ke hit mein samaj. This is the motto of the organization. Ultimately, it's a nation first philosophy. The academicians, They too have a social responsibility. They have to be take part in the nation building. That was the idea, and ABRSM rigorously working, and ABRSM working in the different names. Here in Tamil Nadu, we are working in the name of Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association, and in Kerala, it is UVAS, Unnata Vidyabhyasa Adhyapaka Sangam. That in many places, in the name of ABRSM, we are working. In some places, we are working in different names. But we have good presence in every the state. And here I cannot stop myself to introduce our Professor Kumara Swamiji. He is here, and he initiated, yes, here this higher education activity has to be started. And because of under his guidance, a good team started working here, and today we are able to see this picture. And one more person I won't leave, Professor Panjanadam sir is here. And Panchanadam sir, many of you know. So when this program initiated, he took this as a very challenging, and the way he messaged and he encouraged the faculty members of Tamil Nadu especially to be part of this program. Sir, thank you so much, sir. So ABRSM always feels that it is a teachers' organization. It's a union activity. Yes, we did wonderful agitations on behalf of these teachers. It may be pay scale of 8th pay scale today, whatever, 5th pay scale, it was not there. Because of ABRSM, today, whatever the salary that we are getting, it is because of ABRSM. And there is a non-PhD issue, it is because of ABRSM. UGC regulations and national education policy, I can read out so many every time when you used to go there, and the education minister and UGC chairman or AICTE, whenever we go and whatever the representation they will give, and definitely they are considering our request, and they are taking care of the teachers. That is one important aspect. And the another, by nature it is it is a union activity, but by soul it is an ideological movement. ABRSM is an ideological movement. Yes, because of this colonial rule, what was happened that we know, and the diversion is there, and now the things are coming online, and we want to see all the academicians to be part of this great nation building that Vishwa Guru we were taught. And what is the legacy of this great nation? Every one of you knows that, and we have such a great legacy. We can really able to become the Vishwa Guru. Yes, that we can do. And only one important point I would like to see today, who are in the driving force of the development of this nation. They are coming from rural institutions. Recently, when I met with the Somanathan, ISRO chairman, out of curiosity, I asked him, sir, how many IITians or NIT graduates are in your research organization, ISRO or DRDO, whatever it may be? He said, Laxman, not even a single person is there in that institution. But who are all doing all this wonderful activity and all? Yeah, the students who are hailing from different universities and state government institutions. Really, so they are all contributing to the nation's building. And not only that, though many aspects, the government, rural, or even in the cities also, the big number, talent is there, and it is our responsibility to bring them into the, I can't say mainstream, but we have to nurture them properly, and we have to see that we have to abstract their power and energy into the developmental, channelizing their energies for this VIKSIT BHARAT, and this program purpose to bring all the faculty on one platform and to bring all the prominent academicians and the top who are all the heading the institutions, we make them to bring it one platform. ABRSM idea is that only, and at some extent we are successful in that, and we have to take this mission further. For that, every one of us to take a sankalpa. You do anything with a good sankalpa, you will see success. ABRSM, I can narrate so many programs. It may be Hyderabad program, it may be Tirupati program, it may be Coimbatore program, it may be Bangalore program, it may be Hyderabad Women's Conference. I can name many. Every program we thought in a smaller wing, smaller this thing, but when it comes to an end, we can see a big success and thousands of faculty members connected to this organization. And this organization wants that we have to nurture the future of this nation, because alpha, beta generation we are talking about, and today's classroom who are all sitting, and when we are talking about VIKSIT Bharat 2047, who are going to sit in the classroom? This alpha, beta generation. Who are going to teach them? The students, those who are in the campuses now. And who are nurturing them? Yes, this group. Everywhere I used to say this, no? Because the future of a nation is now depending on us. Now there is a technological radicalization is happening, revolution is coming. And we have to raise up to the expectations of the nation, and we have to get ready to nurture the next generation of this nation. And that is the responsibility of every one of us. Individually, we are all good people. We want to contribute something to the nation, but we don't find a good platform. Yes, ABRSM is a platform. I request every one of us, no, be part of this organization, be part of this nation building. We want to know VIKSIT Bharat, everyone speaks. But what is my role? Individually, everyone has to question this. And if really you want to contribute something, you need this kind of platforms. And there are people like VIT, like Meenakshi College Madam is there. Madan Sendil sir is here, like Panjanadam sir. Everyone name I can take. They are all ready to support this organization, such any extent. Yes, that only thing is we have to come forward and we have to plan the programs, and everyone is get ready to support us. And we should not feel that we are alone, can we do it not? No, everyone will come to us, support to us, and we will work together, and we will we'll bring reality, this VIKSIT Bharat dream. It is not a dream, it is going to be reality. So with these few words, I'll conclude my speech here. Thank you one and all. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Ji, for your unwavering encouragement, guidance, and support for execution of this conference. For a special address of commendation, it's my pleasure to invite Professor T.G. Sitharam for the felicitation address.
Vanakkam, Namaskara, Namaste to everyone. Friends, distinguished guests on the dais and off the dais, all the vice chancellors, directors, and more importantly, the faculty members. Greetings to you on a very important occasion for a two-day national conference theme on Roadmap to VIKSIT Bharat, a multidisciplinary approach. At the outset, let me commend THETA and ABRSM and VIT to come forward and to organize this event together at VIT Chennai campus. Friends, we are all excited, and this is Amrit Kal. This is a golden time. I think never ever in the human civilization, that kind of developments which are happening in India, it is happening now. This is a golden time, and this theme is very apt, and we are all assembled here to discuss about this. Friends, India's aspiration to become a developed nation by 2047, coinciding with the centenary of independence, is rooted in the vision of VIKSIT Bharat. Achieving this vision demands a robust education system that equips citizens to thrive in an increasingly globalized and technology-driven era. In this context, higher education is very, very critical, friends. So education is the foundation of socio-economic growth, innovation, sustainable development, making it a key driver for realizing this ambition. Friends, the National Education Policy 2020 marks a watershed moment in India's educational reforms. We are completing 5 years of its implementation on the July the 29th, wherein again we will have the Akhila Bharata Shiksha Samagam in Bharata Mandapam in New Delhi. Friends, as India marches ahead to celebrate 100 years of its independence in 2047, the vision of VIKSIT Bharat, a developed, self-reliant, and inclusive India has become a national aspiration. Achieving this vision is not the responsibility of one sector or ministry alone. It demands a multidisciplinary approach that integrates economic growth, social empowerment, environmental sustainability, technological innovation, infrastructure expansion, and good governance. The transformation must be holistic, touching every citizen, every institution, and every corner of the nation. At the heart of VIKSIT Bharat lies a robust, diversified, and innovation-driven economy. To move beyond traditional sectors like agriculture and low-end manufacturing, India must position itself as a knowledge-based economy and a product development nation. Initiatives like Startup India and Make in India are encouraging the entrepreneurship and industrial growth, while sectors like fintech, agri-tech, green energy, and space technology offer new frontiers for economic expansion. Friends, VIKSIT Bharat is not merely about GDP numbers. As you all know that we are the 5th largest economy, but we have to also remember, even companies like NVIDIA has touched, they are just behind us. So it clearly shows that with 30,000 employees, a company like NVIDIA is going to reach the top 6. So we have to be something different. So to be that different, what we should do as a nation? Every youth has to have an access to quality education and employability. Every village should be connected through digital infrastructure, and also the either water, energy, all these basic necessities should be provided at every village. Every woman and marginalized group is empowered and included. Our innovation should address global challenges and are driven by Indian values. Growth of gross-employment ratio in higher education is as critical as this possible. Why? Because we should also remember, how did we get here of 29% of GER? See, when we got independence, we were only 1% of our students coming to higher education. We proved actually, Lord Macaulay right, that Indians are no good for higher education. But 1947 to 2001, we reached, in 53 years, only 11% of GER. From 2001 to 2025, we reached from 11% to 29%, which is 18%. That means we took next 25 years, only we grew 18%. But as per NEP, we want to grow by 2035, 50% GER. That means we want to grow 21% in 10 years. This is the biggest challenge for us. How many universities are required? How many teachers are required? Because we are seeing a lot of teachers here. Because large number of students are going to come to higher education. So where are they? See, as you know that 2015, we reached GER in elementary education 94%. That means large number of students. As we know, by Academic Bank of Credit, 26.5 crore children are in school education. And even assuming that they are divided by 12, 1 to class 12, so you will be having 2 crore children coming to higher education every year. And we are only capacity to absorb them at 30% GER. You can very clearly see something like 60 lakhs. So we need to grow this number. This is where our biggest challenge is there, ladies and gentlemen, because higher education is very critical to be sustainable at the end. I will not take much time because I have my talk at the end. So the vision of VIKSIT Bharat is not a government plan alone. It cannot be just a government plan alone, because it has to be a national movement. And everyone has a role to play. Teachers, particularly who have assembled here, must inspire, and engineers, because our nation is known for the STEM education, and they must innovate and develop product and make India as a product development nation. And we all should encourage our young people to become an entrepreneur, so that they can give they will be the job givers than job seekers. And these people together must create, and we also have to uplift our farmers who should sustain, so that the food is there for everybody. So youth must dream very big, and policymaker must enable. All of the people come together, then definitely we will be seeing VIKSIT Bharat by 2047. By embracing the multidisciplinary approach, we ensure that no opportunity is lost and no challenge is overlooked. This integrated vision blending economy, equity, ecology, and ethics. Ethics is most important in this AI era, artificial intelligence era. So it will not only take India towards development, but ensure that it is sustainable, inclusive, and deeply rooted in Bharatiya values. Friends, let's work together across disciplines, across boundaries, to build a future that is worthy of our dreams and sacrifices of generations of past. As educators and policymakers, let us encourage cross-disciplinary research, promote skill-integrated value-based education, collaborate across institutions and industries, and commit to a national mission of youth empowerment. In all of these, what is most important is we have to challenge ourselves, because otherwise we will be nowhere in this world of very highly competitive world. Therefore, it is not merely technological challenges, it is also educational, ethical, and infrastructural. So we need to create all of these, friends. So, and we must rise to meet it together. To all academic institutions present here, I urge you to make your campuses living labs of learning, because large number of students are going to come in 10 years. You can ask, where are those students? As I told you, in the elementary education, we reached GER of 94% in 2015, thanks to Right to Education and also all the midday meal schemes. We brought all the children to school, but we didn't fail anybody. Everybody was promoted. So 2015 to 2025, all students are simply promoted and they are at the cusp of entering the university system. So we have to be ready to receive them, educate them, not only educate them, skill them. And we have to remove this rote learning and make them experiential learning. And we have to, because teachers' role has changed, so we have to encourage self-learning, collaborative learning, peer learning, and all these have to be assisted with technology, technology-assisted learning. And more than that, our students have to be skilled, so experiential learning is very critical. This is where we need to focus. So enable students to go beyond textbooks and beyond classrooms. This is what beyond classrooms, the role of teachers is very critical, friends. So to industries, I say invest in education, not as just CSR, but as a strategic necessity. You have to come to universities to start teaching and engaging with our students. Or take our students and teachers back to your industry so that they learn what you want. So that can be incorporated in the academic setting through curriculum, modifying the curriculum. The future workforce is being shaped today, not just in the classrooms, it will be beyond the classrooms, friends. Remember, let's remember, no nation has become great without improvements in higher education and without the greatness of its teachers and thinkers. And this is where I would like to congratulate Guntha, Laxman, bringing every higher education system in here. Almost 1,200 people are here, which is a phenomenal thing. So I conclude with words of Swami Vivekananda: take up one idea, make that the idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. This is the way to success. I think what a beautiful statement Swami had sent very long back. That's why he is eternal. Let that idea be VIKSIT Bharat, ladies and gentlemen, for all of us. Let us dream of it, plan for it, and act upon it. I once again thank THETA, ABRSM, and in more particular, VIT Chennai, under the leadership of Sir Viswanathan and also Selvam ji. Thank you very much. I wish this conference a great success and look forward to the vibrant deliberation that will emerge. And I will be talking on engineering education during VIKSIT Bharat in the later part of my talk. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for your visionary and thought-provoking address emphasizing role of teacher and ethics in higher education. To lay the foundation for what promises to be a remarkable roadmap to VIKSIT Bharat 2025, a multidisciplinary approach, I humbly request and invite our honorable and respectful Sudhanshu Trivedi, Member of Parliament, to deliver the inaugural address.
respected dignitaries, Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, I think he has left, Professor T.G. Sitharaman, Chairman AICTE, Dr. G. Viswanathan, Dr. Nirmaljit Singh Kalsi, Professor Syed Ainul Hassan, Professor Tri Argoman, Professor R. Vasant Kumar Mehta, Professor N. Pancharatnam, Professor Arvindo Mehta, Shri Guntha Laxman ji, who has insisted and forced me to come here, Dr. K.C. Lakshmi, Dr. Tyagarajan, Dr. Manikandan, R. Bhaskaran ji, and whenever we say that when we go to any place, we say Sthana Devtabhyo Namah. So, Shri G. Viswanathan and G. V. Selvam, by virtue of whose institution we are gathered here to have this interaction. Today is a very auspicious confluence of so many incidences. Today is 26th of July, which is Kargil Vijay Divas. This is 26th anniversary of India's victory in Kargil war. And tomorrow, 27th of July, it is going to be 1000 years of expedition of King Rajendra Chol, who has started his naval expedition, for which Honorable Prime Minister is coming to Gangaikond Cholpuram. And not only this, there's also an occasion, just a couple of days back, UPI, the Unified Payment Interface of India, the digital transaction platform of India, has surpassed Visa to become the biggest digital transaction platform in the world. And this reminds us how the India is changing. You remember that at one point of time, in Parliament of India, the then Finance Minister, who was from this state, Mr. P. Chidambaram, has said on the floor of the House that Indians are less educated, they are less tech savvy, they are not adaptable to the new technologies. How can they be good in the digital transactions? And now today, we are the #1 country in digital transactions in the world. Not only #1 country, we contribute 48% of the global digital transaction, which is put China and America together, we are more. If you remember, then when Emmanuel Macron, the French president, came to India in Jaipur, he has done a payment on a roadside tea stall by digital payment. You remember, gone are those days when our people used to go to foreign universities to learn how the governance model is this. In last year, December, the Oxford University has undertaken a research that how, under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, India has taken such a huge digital transformation. You remember the Prime Minister of Japan came, and in the Khan market of Delhi, they have done the digital transaction payment, and he was astonished that how come everybody is doing this with the digital transaction. That shows the capability of India, that shows the inherent talent of India. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has said that if we want to transform India, we have to have talent and temperament both, along with technology. But when we talk about VIKSIT Bharat, there are 5 pledges of VIKSIT Bharat. On 75th year of India's independence, Prime Minister Modi ji has said, #1, we have to make India VIKSIT Bharat, that is developed country, by 2047. Second, we have to get rid of all the colonial mindset and the colonial hangover which is in our mind. Third, we have to have confidence in our heritage and eternal wisdom of knowledge. Fourth, for which we all have to perform our duties. And fifth, all duties should be in the coherence, not in isolation. And this is not just a mere coincidence. On 14th of May 2014, or 16th of May 2014, when Prime Minister Modi got clear majority in the India's election, on 18th May 2014, the Sunday Guardian newspaper of London has written an article, editorial, not article, editorial. What was the heading? India's second tryst with destiny. And in that article it has mentioned that for last 67 years, most of the parties or most of the thought processes which ruled India were having some colonial mindset of the British, impact of the British colonial legacy. For the first time, a thought, an idea has got a clear majority which has been no impact of British colonial legacy. So it is mentioned that 16th of May 2014 should be remembered in Indian history on the day on which Britishers finally left India. Then you will say, it looks little bit too much. No, sir, it's not too much. If you look, it took around 6 decades to gradually come out of the colonial mindset. On 15th of August 1947, we got independent. For 1 year, Governor General was British. Till 1948, Mountbatten remained the India's Governor General. Then, you know, the Indian Army Chief was British till 1949, General Francis Roy Butcher. You know, the Air Force Chief was British till 1954, Air Chief Marshal Gerard Gibbs. And you know that the Navy Chief was British till 1958, Admiral Stephen Carlisle. And till 1968, at India Gate, the statue of King George V was there. Till 1972, on India Gate, the names embossed of the soldiers are those who have sacrificed their life for the service of the British Empire. When Indira Gandhi established Amar Jawan Jyoti, then you can say, after that or prior to 1973, all the prime ministers were giving homage to those who have let down the life for the British Empire. And when Prime Minister Modi ji came, then the war memorial has got established. Till 1977, all India services were only in English. No Indian language was having any space in the national character. Till 1997, you know, the India's budget, union budget used to come at 5 p.m. in the evening. Why? It was decided by Britishers because according to the London Times, in summers, at 11 a.m. was in London, then 5 p.m. was in Delhi. So for 50 years, we followed the British legacy of 5 p.m. budget. When Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government came in 1998, India's budget started coming at 11 a.m. And when Modi ji's government came, the budget used to be from 1st of March, it came to 1st of February. Why? 1st of March was as per the weather of the Britain, because from March, the ice melts and the activities starts. Till January, February, it is very dense. But in our case, monsoon reaches South India by the beginning of the June, and by 2nd and 3rd week, it covers entire country. So it was required by April, whatever has been allocated as per the weather of Bharat, whatever has been allocated should reach to the person concerned. So we have preponed, so now the budget is as per the weather of India, not the weather of Britain. So you can understand the colonial legacy. And on the issue of language, I would like to say, now Prime Minister Modi has paved the way that in 15 Indian languages, the teaching of medical and engineering is happening. That's how the transformation has taken place. Those people who want to make an issue of the language, have they ever thought to have the education of engineering and medical in the regional languages? And one more thing I would like to say, that those who want to play the card, the era is going to be over, because the AI age has arrived. It is a matter of 4 or 5 years. When any article written in any language, by one push of button, it will be in your language. So the issue of linguistic difference will wipe out. And within 10 years, the real-time translation of any speech, you just plug your earpods in your phone and it will be live. As Prime Minister during the Kashi Tamil Sangam has undertaken this as an experimental basis of 5 minutes, his speech in Hindi was having a live translation in Tamil. So what will happen? Most of the newspaper will become just a branch of a single language newspaper. You can just one push of button, you can read the Tamil article in Hindi, you can read the French article in Kannada. So that's how the India is all set to transform. But there are 2-3 things we have to keep in mind. We have to get out of the colonial legacy and the mindset which has been inculcated in our mind since British time and the last 3 generations post-independence. As I told that today is a Kargil Vijay Divas and 1000th anniversary of expedition of Raja Rajendra Chol. But you know, in our history, what has been told? In North, we have just read one small chapter on Chola Empire. Though the Chola Empire's duration is 5 times more than the Mughal Empire. His expanse is much more than the Mughal Empire. But it is called the regional history of Tamil Nadu. Look at the mindset which has been prevailed. Then, when you talk about the Maratha Empire, at one point of time at its peak, it was extending from Lahore to Karnataka. But it is the regional history of Maharashtra. Lachit Barphukan's Assam expedition, regional history of Assam. Bappa Rawal of Rajasthan has pushed the Turks, pushed the Arabs up to Turkey. It is the regional history of Rajasthan. Lalitaditya Mukta Peeth of Kashmir, which has ruled till Caspian Sea, entire Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Xinjiang province of China. It is a regional history of Kashmir. You know what is the national history? There used to be a Mughal king whose name was Shah Alam. Shah Alam in Urdu means the emperor of the world. But you know what was his actual strength? Whosoever have gone to Delhi might have known the place Lal Killa. And the airport, IGI airport, the original name of this area was Palam. So there was a proverb, Sultanate Shah Alam, the Lal Killate Palam. Means the reign of the emperor of the world was from Lal Killa to IGI airport. And this is the national history of India. That's why I want to say that the justice has not been done for the real ethos and the real spirit of the country. If you see the Vrihadeshwar temple here, that is standing without foundation, and the 80-ton stone at the Gopuram, which is still today a mystery that how can it would have been taken. Today, no crane in the world having the capability that this is not the architectural wonder of, or you can say the architectural attraction, but the Taj Mahal was architectural attraction. And despite the fact, I would like to tell that how the history and how the literature and how the science has been put in our mind that everything we got from outside, everything ours was wrong. I can say in history there are 3 or 4 basic premises or 4 basic conspiracies which has been put in our mind. Number 1, everybody came from outside. Number 2, whatever is good in your country, it has come from outside. Number 3, if it is proved and if anything is wrong in your country, it is yours. Anything good has come, it is ours, and it is anything wrong, it is ours. And if it is proof that anybody invader who has come from outside has done atrocities, oh, you might have invited him. These are the 4 basic conspiracies and premises on which our entire thought process of history is there. It has been told that we remain slave for 1000 years. Okay, sir. Then how can whatever the distortion in society has happened in the last 1000 years, we are responsible? No, you are responsible. When, sir, I was slave, how can I be held responsible? I was not able to take the decision. Those who were ruling were taking the decision. No, you were taking this. In that case, I was not slave. No, you are the slave. But you were taking the decision, so we were the slave with sovereignty. You will not find anywhere in the world a sovereign slave. We were the slave, but we were taking decision. This is a conspiracy in which it is to be put in our mind that you were slave. You were subjugated. But for all distortions, there has to be an inferiority complex and a divisive agenda in yourself, so it is to be told that whatever negative was there, it is yours. We have to get rid of this mindset, this colonial mindset, this divisive mindset. For example, these days just you have found the Kiladi exhibition, and a very elaborate urban structure has come. It could have been a matter of pride to say that like Harappa and Indus Valley civilization, a very structured urban structure, so a very structured urban structure was in South India and it was better than Europe. But instead of saying that, we started saying, oh, it means North versus South and South versus North and others. The fact of the matter is, it's a very peculiar thing has been told, that the Aryans came from Arctic, then Central Europe, Northern Europe, Central Asia, then to North India, and they stopped. Aage gaye nahi. Burma, Thailand, Cambodia, there was no need to go. There was no need to come to South India, as if they have come there for thousands of kilometers just to create a north-south divide. Just to look at common sense. You know, potato came from outside. Cabbage, it is told, came from outside. Tomato came from outside. This green chili came from outside. So, आरे से लेके आलू, गोभी, मिर्च, टमाटर सब बाहर से आया. This is the history which is being told. So we have to be very cautious about whenever we want to analyze, you just need to have a common sense. You just need to have a common sense that whatever they are telling is correct or wrong. And as far as looking the positive coherence aspect is concerned, I would like to quote that in Tamil, Thirukkural is placed at the highest pedestal. Out of the 1330 verses of Thirukkural, it is divided into 3 parts. That is Aram, Parul, Kam. Exactly in the Dharma Shastra, Dharma, Artha, Kam. Third one is as it is calm. And also, if you look, all the Indian languages, it starts with one particular set of phonetics, which is called Maheshwar Sutra. It is believed that the Sanskrit grammar started when Panini was doing tapasya, and Bhagwan Shankar emerged and he put his Damru 14 times. What voices came? I un ril lik, I ong, I ouch, haya bara talan, jam gananam, jab gad dash kaf chatat chattav kapai shassar hal. These are the words which found you in every Indian language. Whether it is Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, Bengali, Assami, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, A, I, U are the first 3. You can go and verify. So you can understand which is the point of coherence. Or वैसे तो on one side, English is having 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Now you can draw the conclusion, who might have copied from whom. You cannot say that English was there in thousands years back. So you can understand, we should have a confidence in ourselves. Now you will say, okay, everything was, I can understand what was in the previous time, but in the modern time, everything got distorted. If you look at the modern data, the Thomas Munro's report of the Madras Presidency in 1823 tells that the rate of literacy was more than 90%. And these type of propaganda which is being done by the Britishers and subsequently post-independence was first challenged by whom? By Mahatma Gandhi. In 1931, when he went to Round Table Conference, he has given a lecture in Chatham House in Royal Society of London, and with the title, he said that Indian education system was a beautiful tree which was uprooted and destroyed by Britishers. And in 1931, he said that 100 years before, means around 1825, 1830, India's rate of literacy was very high. Then some of the British officers got enraged. How you are saying that India's education was so high? One Mr. Philip Hortog was consistently insisting when Mahatma Gandhi was back in Yerwada jail. He has written a letter, I want a documentary proof. And it is on record. Mahatma Gandhi replied that I am in jail, but Mr. K.T. Shah will reply. And then he has quoted the Thomas Munro's report of Madras Presidency and William Adams' report of Bengal Presidency, in which there was an elaborate description, and one report I myself has seen, that was 3rd of April 1823, the district of collector of Chengalput has given a report on education to the chairman Board of Revenue Presidency of Madras, in which he has given, it was not just a empirical survey. Governor has instructed every district magistrate to personally verify how many students in which school. And one thing to be noted, Gurukuls were not included in this school. And there was a proper data that 23 students in this, 39 in this school, 40 in this school, 28 in this school. And that report you can go and verify and check in Dharampal's book of The Beautiful Tree. It is just published that 6,996 were the total number of students in that taluka, which is having 561 villages and 561 schools. And out of 6,900 something, every student's caste is also mentioned. And in that case, it says that the so-called non-general category in today's terms were 4,900 something. Out of 6,900, 4,900 something. And Mr. Alexander Walker has said that the level of knowledge in India was so high and the level of pursuit of knowledge of India was so high, he has used the word, in nowhere in the world you will find that the inclination to acquire knowledge is so high as you will find in the Hindu society of India. It is Alexander Walker's letter to India in 1835. Anybody can go? Anybody can go and check of that. So, then you will say how it happened, that suddenly we became backward. What happened to our literacy? How it disappeared? Then in that case, we have to understand, you imagine that you have seen in Afghanistan, Taliban has taken over, that it did recognize all the previous degrees and universities. So you imagine if someone like Taliban takes over India, and they said from today onwards, English and the Indian language literacy is not literacy. Only the Arabic and Persian is literacy. So suddenly our rate of literacy will come to 0%. Then you will say, okay, your government has come, now we will start teaching Arabic and Persian in our schools. No, all schools de-recognized. We will open our schools for madrasa. Then you will have to take an admission. And on the basis of that, your literacy will be measured. The same thing happened in 1837. All schools of India were de-recognized. They were knowing just two languages, the regional language and the Sanskrit. Both the languages de-recognized, only reading in English. That too in a school recognized by the British government will be considered literate. So in a way, by a conspiracy, we have suddenly become illiterate. But still, you can say that whatever has happened, you are talking about past. But what is in the present? In present, I would like to say that India has reached to a situation that Prime Minister has co-chaired with France President the World AI Summit. Artificial Intelligence Summit has been co-chaired by India. As we are marching ahead, even in the modern context, somehow we have been also kept a mindset that the modern scientific achievement of our scientists have been undermined. Like Institution of Electronics and Electrical Engineers has recognized that J.C. Bose has simultaneously invented electricity with Edison, though he didn't have the patent. It was recognized in 2012. In 2012, the biggest discovery of physics in CERN laboratory, Higgs boson was discovered, which is considered the fundamental particle. It is named after two scientists, Peter Higgs of England and Satyendranath Bose of India. If you have heard about the Roger Penrose and Stephen Hawking's equation about black hole, they have mentioned that it is derived from the 1955 work of an Indian scientist, Amal Kumar Roy Chaudhary. Today, everybody talk about the genome sequencing, but when the first DNA structure was discovered by Watson and Crick, it was simultaneously shared by an Indian scientist, Hargobind Khurana. So, in the modern latest scientific achievement, definitely we are marching ahead, and when we will come from AI to quantum computers, I just want to say the quantum computer will lead towards on the edge of consciousness. As you might have heard, that the Willow chip discovered by Google was capable of doing, with quantum computer, capable of doing an calculation in 5 minutes, which an ordinary computer would have taken 10 raised to the power 24 years. That is more than the age of universe. So, when quantum computer is coming, we are entering into the age of consciousness. We are entering into the age of realization. I'm just not saying as you can say, "Arey, to aapne aise hi keh diya." You go and check. In 1972, the first person who has made the single chip microprocessor of Intel, who is still alive of 84 years of age, his name is Federico Fagin. He's an Italian origin scientist of America. He has said, now we are entering into the age of consciousness. Be rest assured, consciousness पर तो expertise हमारी है. India is having expertise on consciousness because nobody has explored consciousness other than India in the last several thousand years. And last, I would like to say, we have to be very clear in the mind that the time of India has arrived, because like the time in the phases of a person changes, so the time in the phases of civilization changes. India uses to be the power center of the world 2,500 years back. Intellectual power center, economic power center, and military power center. When our decline happened 2,500 years back, which empire rose to the stature? Iran, King Darius of Persia. When Iranian empire declined, then Mesopotamian empire, the Byzantine and the Babylonian empire, and today's Iraq, then the Turkish empire, today's Turkey, then Roman empire, today's Italy, then Portugal and Spain. Look at the pattern. Then Britain and France. After the eclipse of British Empire, US Empire. In US, the most prosperous is the West Coast, San Francisco, Los Angeles belt. Now come in the last 100 years, Japan was roaring with prosperity. Now come in the last 60 years, the tiny tigers of Asia Pacific, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Macau. Now come to last 25 years, China. Now what next? So there is no doubt about it. As Prime Minister had said, yahi samay hai, sahi samay hai. This is the time, and the time has arrived. India's time has arrived. And one more thing I would like to add, when we will arrive, we will not here to dominate the world. We doesn't aspire to become just a developed country to become the superpower. We want to become the Vishwa Mitra and Vishwa Guru. Because when you are standing by the side of a powerful person, you feel a little bit awful, little bit alert, and sometimes little bit scared. But when you are sitting by the side of Guru, you feel exalted, elated, and your energies got enhanced. So, power dominates and Guru motivates. So, India is all set to rise, to motivate the world, not to dominate the world. Like when we have introduced yoga, 177 countries have become the co-sponsorer. In the entire 177 countries, whosoever will be doing yoga will be getting benefited and inspired by our eternal knowledge. Can you name any other country in the world which is having this type of capability? And yoga is strictly from our Vedic literature. Shad darshan hai, Sankhya, Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Yoga, Mimamsa, Vedant, और उसमें से योग है. इसलिए, last, one more thing I would like to say, today is a confrontation going on. Israel-Hamas war, Cambodia, Thailand has started, and this Russia, Ukraine, and others, all sort of wars is starting. But who is having the capability to give a coherence? The only our civilization which was having the capability to give a coherence in the darkest hour. As Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji has said in his poem, कि दुनिया का इतिहास पूछता, रोम कहाँ यूनान कहाँ है। दुनिया का इतिहास पूछता, रोम कहाँ यूनान कहाँ है। घर घर में शुभ अग्नि जगाता, वो उन्नत ईरान कहाँ है। दीप बुझे पश्चिमी जगत के, छाया जब बर्बर अंधियारा, तभी चीर कर तम की छाती चमका हिंदुस्तान हमारा। And one more thing I would like to add, Operation Sindoor has proven another thing, because this was the first use. Actually, Operation Sindoor was with Pakistan, but it had hit rebound to another country. That was China, because it was the first use of Chinese weaponry in the real war. And in that they have failed. You will say, how you can say they have failed? That if you go by all the Chinese defense stock, AVIC system Chengdu, which prepares PL-15 and F-10 and F-17 aircrafts, their share stocks have gone down from 9% to 20%. And India's defense stock have rose, HAL's stock rose to 14%. Majgaon docks 20 to 23%. Garden Reach shipyard 15 to 20%. And you have seen that now the time is changing. Europe, when it is America is withdrawing from Europe, what is the option with Europe? They are having technology, they are having logistics, they are having good material, they are having finance, but no manpower. They will start shifting their defense manufacturing to India. And you have seen an example that the Dassault Aviation has already given a contract to make their fuselage to Tata Defense. तो इसलिए मैं लास्ट में कहना चाहता हूं, this Viksit Bharat is a 25-year project, Prime Minister has said, which will lay down the foundation of 1,000 years of India. So we are having a plan of 25 years, vision of 1,000 years in future, and inspiration for 10,000 years from past. So as around 15 years back in Discovery Channel, there was a Michael Wood's Story of India, in which it has said, Michael Wood has said that if India moves in a proper direction, by mid of this century, India will be the biggest country. We have already become the biggest country. We are the youngest country. But we are also the oldest civilization. So India will become the biggest country and the richest country in the world. This is not sufficient. The next sentence is, the biggest country and the richest country in the world, the place at which it remained most of the time in the history. So a golden future is awaiting, and a very bright past is inspiring. Just we have to be cautious in the present. कि गौरवशाली था भूत, भूत means past, भूतकाल. गौरवशाली था भूत, भविष्यत भी महान है, अगर संभालें आप उसे जो वर्तमान है. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your thought-provoking and mind-blowing address with insights from Tirukkural and importance of yoga for our well-being. We now move on to the much anticipated presidential address. For this to present, I humbly invite Dr. G. Viswanathan, founder and Chancellor, VIT University, to the podium. Sir, please.
Our chief guest of today, Professor Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Dr. Sitharam, Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi, Shri Guntha Laxman, All India Joint Secretary, ABRSM, who is responsible for this meeting, the President of THETA, Dr. Baskar, Sri G.V. Selvam, Professor Lakshmi, and other Dr. Manikandan,
other vice chancellors, professors, and leading educationists, very good evening to you. I am happy and I want to thank the Teachers Association of Tamil Nadu and also ABRSM to take up this subject of roadmap to VIKSIT Bharat or developed India. Whenever I hear of Bharat, I always remember the comments made by Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, the founder of Bharatiya Jansangh. He said, India that is Bharat, Bharat that is UP. That's what long back he said, I always remember it. See, we want to concentrate on economic development. We have problems in this country and we have some advantages also. We must be able to understand all our plus and minus so that this country is capable of competing with the developed countries. For example, out of 193 countries, only about 75 countries are considered as developed countries. The rest of them are either developing countries or underdeveloped countries. Where are we, India, now? We are in the category of developing countries. And when are we going to become a developed country? And what is the definition of a developed country? Always they say the per capita income, the education level, the infrastructure, and human development index. These are the indications of a developed country. And unless we improve all these things, we will remain always as a developing country. I always compare ourselves with two countries. One is USA, the other one is China because of population. We are very close to them, or we have overtaken them in population. In 1990, about 35 years ago, we were ahead of China. Our per capita income was $50 more than China in 1990. After 35 years, now we have crossed $2,800. They have crossed $13,000. How can it happen? Why are we lagging behind? What are the things we should do to concentrate on economic development of the country? One, development should take place, and it should also go to the people of the country, all of them. For example, no doubt India is growing, the economy is growing, GDP is growing. In fact, recently we saw a report from Niti Aayog that we have overtaken Japan and become the fourth largest economy of the world, next only to US, China, and Germany. By a small margin, we have overtaken Japan from 5th to 4th position. We are happy about it. But at the same time, when we are comparing ourselves with Japan, we should also compare the per capita income of Japan and India. Our income is $2,800 per capita. Japan is 12 times that of India. When are you going to catch up with them, and how are you going to do it? We have differences in this country based on language, religion, caste, political differences. These are the things which China has an advantage. If once a decision is taken, they implement it. For us, it's a democracy, multi-party democracy. There is no other country in the world which has 2,700 political parties. Only India has, like our population. To take a decision itself takes a long time, but after taking a decision, we are unable to implement it, do it. And our machinery, the departments, the ministries are not so efficient. In fact, to give you a simple example from where I come from, Vellore, I myself went and started the reopening of the Vellore airport about 7 years ago. There was a minister from Andhra Pradesh at that time, and the secretary was a IAS officer from Tamil Nadu cadre. They started the work. Now it is 7 years, still airport has not been completed. This cannot go on, because unless we improve the infrastructure, economic development will not take place. Already we are lagging behind. We are a big country of 144 crores or 145 crores. And we have only 130 airports or 140 airports. I was in Texas last year. Texas is one state in US out of 50 states. That state alone has 730 airports. The whole of US put together, they have 5,200 airports. How are we going to compete with them? Unless we decide and implement on time, it won't be possible. No doubt, our railways are improving. I'm happy about it. First time we have crossed 100 kilometers per hour. But I always remember our neighbor. About 5 years ago, I was traveling in a train in China, and their speed maximum was 330 kilometers per hour. I don't know now how they do. Last 5 years, I didn't go. So we have to compete with the world. We have to compete with not only the neighbors, but developed countries. And what is it that we can do? And what is it that the people expect? See, unless we have a strong foundation in education, economic development cannot take place. Education development is a prerequisite for economic development. In fact, our Sitharam ji was talking about the improvement in education. I am so happy about it, but our GER is only 28 or 29%. In all the developed countries, it varies from 60% to 100%. In US, it is 88%. In Germany, it is 75%. South Korea and Australia claim 100%. So we have to go a long way. And whatever we have achieved, what is the role of the government? What do they spend? It is mainly the parents' money which is encouraging higher education. They spend very little. For example, this year's budget, 55 lakh crores of union budget, the allotment for education is only 2.5%. I don't want to go into the details. There's a separate session on education. But I would like to make an emphasis that unless we come up in education, economic development cannot take place. And that development also should go to all, because India is now known for economic inequality. I don't know how many of you are aware of this. The people are not aware of this. The political parties don't talk about it. They always fight on some trivial things and all of us watching like a drama. But we have to postpone all these issues and concentrate on economic development so that the people of this country will be comparable to the other developed countries. For example, we have a population of more than 140 crores. The population is divided lakhs of people who are in the upper class. These are all declared income. Undeclared income, we do not know. And the rest of them are in the middle class, either lower middle class or upper middle class. About 10 lakhs of people, they earned 5 crores. 10,000 people earned 5 crores. Another 10,000 people earned 15 crores. And there are 284 billionaires in India who control lakhs of crores. You know, we call lakpati or crorepati. If you have more money, you will become God. And if you have 8,500 crores, you become a billionaire. In 1991, India had only 1 billionaire. In 2000, it became 9. And in the last 25 years, now it has come to 284. There are 284 billionaires in India. The economic inequality, we have overtaken US. The top 10% of Indians control 80% wealth of the country. And the top 1% of our population control 58% wealth of the country, whereas in US they control only 37%. So we have overtaken US in inequality. A few months back, I was in Thailand. I was reading about their economy. They say the Thailand is the most unequal country, third unequal country, next only to Russia and India. That's what we are known for. It cannot go on. If the growth takes place, it should reach all. It should reach the people. It cannot go to only a few individuals or a few families. This is what we want, and our per capita income has to go up. There is so much disparity between state and state, between individual and individual. Our chief guest comes from Uttar Pradesh. Unless states like Uttar Pradesh and Bihar come up, India cannot come up, because they form nearly 1/3, 1/4 of the population of this country. When we see the per capita income, there are only a few states we are about 5 lakh rupees, like Sikkim, Goa, etc. All other southern states, they are around 4 lakhs and odd per month, per year. Bihar, it is 68,000. UP has reached 1 lakh. This is the situation. Unless all of them grow, we cannot become a developed nation. And we have to postpone all our problems, the minor problems, and concentrate on this. We don't see much discussion in Parliament or Assembly on economic development. It's all on other issues. Has anybody spoken about per capita income of individuals, how to increase it? Has any party concentrated on this? I want our profession, our professors, educationists, to inculcate this among the youngsters particularly, so that they will start asking questions. In fact, some states do not want to encourage higher education because they will ask questions. That happens in some states. As we have to grow, we have a strong leadership. A capable leader is leading our country, Professor Modi, our Modi ji, and we have to make use of him, his leadership. It should be for the economic development of all the people. There should be no people living below poverty line in this country. How are you going to do this? These 13 crore of people, they have to be lifted out of poverty. No doubt we have done it, but it's not enough. And there is so much gender gap between ladies and gents, men and women. This has to be done. And the agriculture they are going down. They don't want to do agriculture. If they go for agriculture, they end in a loss. So many of them are keeping the land vacant. These are the things we have to concentrate. And we have shortage of water. But there are some rivers where water is going to the sea. We have not yet tapped yet. We have not connected the rivers. We are talking about connecting Godavari to Kaveri for the last 60 years. When I was in Parliament, we had a minister called K.L. Rao from Andhra Pradesh, our Laxman must be knowing. He was a retired chief engineer. He used to come and canvass us. He said, I'm not a politician, I am a retired official. You should influence your government and see the Godavari water, about 3,000 TMC goes waste to the sea every year. If it is diverted and taken to the other parts of South India will not have any problem at all. That's what he used to say 50 years ago. It has not happened. We are not concentrating on it. We fight over many other things, language, religion, caste, but not on economic development. I want the educationists to talk about this, to tell the students, especially youngsters, that what should be done and what should not be done. We must be able to compete with the developed countries. London, the UK became, our ruler, became the first developed country in the world. And then came Belgium, second. Then third came UK, Germany, France, US and other countries. Now in that list there are 75 countries. We also should find a place among the 75 or more. So it is possible to do it. Only thing is we have to concentrate on it. The states and the center should come together and work for it. The people and the government should sit together and work for it. But we have certain national diseases in this country. There are 3 national diseases. One is corruption. The second one is black money. The third one is tax evasion. With this, we can never become a developed country. Unless we take action and see that every minister should be in charge of his office. There are officers who are free from corruption. But is there any office in India which can say we are free from corruption? That's how they take action. No doubt they take action. If they receive 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, they are arrested and sent to jail, VAO, constable, etc. But if they receive in crores, who takes action? It's not happening. And our political system has also become corrupt. There is no other country which pays money and gets votes. Paying and receiving money for votes is total corruption, public corruption. If once somebody spends in crores and becomes a member of the assembly or member of parliament, how do you expect him to be honest? So these are the things where we have to tackle, and they must be enlightened enough to ask a question. And our youngsters must be able to defend this. They are going to be the future leaders, and you are all teachers. I want them to know about this, and I'm happy that this subject has been chosen. The developed India has been chosen as a subject, and we have to become a developed nation. It's possible. Only thing is we have to concentrate on it and do it as state government, central government, panchayat, every local bodies, everybody has to join together and do this. And once we join together and forget all our minor differences, then we will be able to achieve a developed India. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your thought-provoking and insightful words. For being the teacher, definitely will follow to make our nation economically developed. So with hearts full of gratitude, we conclude this chapter by our contribution that will echo beyond these walls. I invite Dr. R. Baskar, President of THETA, to deliver the vote of thanks.
No, before the vote of thanks, I would like to request all the delegates, because of our chief guest arrival and other things, we are running beyond the time. So now there's a tea break. So I request everyone finish it as quick as possible and immediately come back to the session.
To all the dignitaries who are here, who have graced the occasion and who have made this occasion a memorable moment. And I extend sincere thanks to Professor Syed Ainul Hasan Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Maulana Azad Urdu University, Professor Nilmajit Singh Kalsi, NCVET New Delhi, and all other the senior academicians and who have assembled here, who have graced the occasion and made this event a memorable one. Thank you, Honorable.
So, I came again to request you one a change. Our Kalsisar flight, no, it is preponed. 7:30 is flight, no? He will speak. After that, break will continue. Now, sir will speak. No? Sir.
Very distinguished dignitaries on the dais, friends, I am going to talk about skilling and lifelong learning. All of us, we have heard Sudhanshu ji, we have heard Dr. Viswanathan ji, and you are now very well aware as to what VIKSIT Bharat is all about. So basically, we want to have economic prosperity, social advancement, environmental sustainability, and effective governance. I will quickly list the items which are extremely important to us. First is economic growth and GDP expansion. So 30 to 35 trillion of economy by 2047. That means 8 to 10% of growth. And we have to make our per capita income as about $25,000 by 2047. That means expanding the manufacturing sector also to 30% of the total GDP. Second most important factor is employment and skill for future work. So we have to reduce the unemployment rate below 3%. About 50 crore people will have to be trained in future skills, including AI, robotics, quantum computing, Industry 4.0, Industry 5.0, and so on. Ensure 100% skilling and training integration into higher education and increase women participation. Third is infrastructure and urban development. We must have smart cities, national highways, 100% electrification, affordable housing. Then digital and technological leadership. We should have absolute total leadership as far as digital space is concerned. You heard Sudhanshu ji tell you about the inclusivity as far as digital payments are concerned. Now we are one of the most inclusive nations, and we have already left the other countries behind. 48% of the total transactions are happening in India itself. So India's digital public infrastructure as a global standard. Then top 3 AI deep tech innovation hub we must have in India. We should have developed at least 100 plus semiconductor chip fabrication units. India's first quantum supercomputer should have been fabricated by 2047. And then 100% digital literacy. Then education, research, and global knowledge leadership. So you talk about innovation, sciences, and technologies. We must target to be amongst the global 3 education hubs in the world. Gross enrollment ratio must go beyond 50% to 75%. We must allocate 6% of GDP to education and fully implement the national credit framework, about which I'll just talk about. Then healthcare and human development is another aspect. Sustainability, renewable energy, climate leadership. By 27, India has to be a net zero country, 2047. And then good governance, defense, space, and national security. These are all extremely important. India will have to target to be one of the top as far as good governance is concerned. Also the manufacturing and defense sector and leadership in the space sector for national security, maintaining sovereignty. Rural development and agriculture cannot be left behind. India is basically one of the rural economies, and we have to keep that into mind. So rural development, agriculture, modernization, and then global influence as a soft power, soft leadership for becoming the Vishwa Guru in the global world. Now look at agriculture. Now agriculture is growing. I'm just showing you a glimpse of 2047. You look at agriculture 5.0. Right now, the entire world has moved to industry 4.0. We are still far behind. By 2047, it will be far, far beyond this. By 2030 itself, we'll be somewhere near industry 5.0. And look at the kind of factors it has. It has enabling technologies, it has emerging technologies, it has techno-functional principles, and then industry 5.0 components. And then you have techno-economic bottom lines, you have environmental bottom lines, you have social bottom lines. Look at any of these subjects which you are teaching. I just took an example of biotechnology. You see the tree which is required to feed this biotechnology. So unless the other disciplines, they come together, unless there is interdisciplinary approach in teaching, unless you integrate skilling into everything, we are not going to achieve the basic purpose of education. We talked about the DPI, the digital public infrastructure, and the 48% of the global numbers which you have already achieved. I can tell you this is one of the biggest examples of success, that if India wants to do it, we can do it. And there are technologies, these are 10 top technologies, and these technologies of artificial intelligence, big data, cloud computing, Internet of Things, blockchain, cyber security, social and mobile, robotic process automation, AR, VR, and 3D printing technologies will have to be integrated with all sectors of economy. There are 60 sectors of economy. I've just mentioned a few here. So we have to integrate the two. So, and we have to really make the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister, absolutely, we have to realize this vision. India has the opportunity to become not only the knowledge center, but the skill capital of the world. So India has capable youth, skills, values, and passion and honesty for work. So India's skill capital can become engine of global growth. That is what Sudhanshu ji was also showing. Ultimately, we have the manpower, and only India can supply manpower even to Europe and to other countries for their future needs. Now, looking at the total education system in India, we have 25 crore students in the school, 4.5 crore students in higher education, 63 crore in the workforce. Now, out of these, only less than one third are somewhat trained. They are not formally trained. If you look at formally trained people, would not be more than 6%. And there are 11 crore students who are neither in education, nor in employment, nor in training. They are all NEET. So we have to take care of these. And these students are there in 1,340 universities, 58,000 affiliated colleges. So that's a huge place we have to be. And every year, now only about 82 lakhs students, they are into the professional education space. The rest of them, either they are simple school pass outs, or even they drop out from schools, or they are in some UG, PG programs which are not actually giving them jobs. So our biggest challenge is that how we take care of these 20 odd crores from school education and about 3.68 crore who are in higher education, who are not into professional education, or they don't have any kind of jobs. Now, looking at the total landscape, 80% students are in UG, 19.5% in PG, and 0.5% in PhD. And out of these 80% who are in UG, only 10 branches, in 10 subjects, there are 80% students. So we have to do something about these students if we really want to integrate skills into UG and PG programs. Now, one of the reports I just want to quote, that if India is not skilling the youth, then India is losing 2.3% of GDP growth rate every year. And if we skill our youth, instead of 6.5% today, we would be growing at 8.8%, just by skilling our people. So I'll talk about education 4.0, which is innovation and skill-based education. So three basic frameworks, rather four of them. One is the National Credit Framework, and this credit framework is fed by National Higher Education Qualification Framework, National Skill Qualification Framework, and National Curriculum Framework. So this is a 3D model now which has been developed under the National Credit Framework. You can educate your students in 3 dimensions. That means you can go on the academic dimension, you can go on the skill dimension, or you can go on the experiential learning dimension. The student can earn credit from these 3 dimensions. Those credits are added together and those are converted into a degree, diploma, or a certificate. Up to 50% of the credits the student can take from skill-based courses. That means for a 3-year degree program, 50% of that can be apprenticeship-based, up to 50%. Similarly, up to 50% can be skill-based courses. So this is the new change which has happened. Now, the change applies right from your school education level directly up to the PhD level. So you can see the NCRF levels there. 5th class is 1, 8th class is 2, 10th class is 3, 12th is 4, and then UG first year 4.5, UG second year 5, UG third year 5.5, UG fourth year 6, and then MTech 6.5, 7, and then PhD is 8. And you can earn these 40 credits every year which you have to earn as a combination of your academics and your skills. And there are various ways of doing it. Because time is short, I will not be going into details of these. So NCRF document is available on the net. So you can easily read it. It's only 95-page document. So credit assignment, credit accumulation, credit storage, how you redeem these credits and how you transfer these credits. Now all that is possible. Now Professor Kamakoti was telling me in the morning that on the 7th of August, all the IITs, they are meeting together and they are implementing this credit transfer amongst all the IITs. Student will be able to go to any of the IITs for 1 semester or for shorter duration, earn credits there, come back and those credits will be taken into account. So that system, they are trying to now implement it. This is applicable on all IITs, all on NITs, IIMs, everyone. So NCRF has been uniformly implemented across the nation. It also takes into account the educational acceleration. You can have hackathons, Olympiads, you can have recognition of prior learning, and you can creditize any kind of activities, including games and sports, performing arts, fine arts, Indian knowledge system, whatever you learn, and then heritage traditional skills, social work, NSS, NCC, etc. All that can be creditized using this framework. Now, I will not be going into detail into, there are 16 basic things which are to be implemented under NEP and NCRF. Now, this is a list of those items along with the supporting framework and guidelines through which you can find further details. So, holistic education, integration and creditization of our learning, removal of hard separation, learning outcome-based education and competency-based assessment, then multidisciplinarity, interdisciplinarity and transdisciplinarity in education, multiple anti-multiple exit, then quality innovation, industry integration, employability and entrepreneurship, future technology and Indian knowledge system, then digital, online, ODL and technology integration, the multilingual education and teaching in Indian, all Indian languages, academic bank of credit through a PAR ID, and then inclusivity and equity, recognition of prior learning and lifelong learning, because prior learning is basically has been connected because of the requirement of the lifelong learning, research, development, innovation, and internationalization and global equivalence of education. So these are 16 basic parameters which are to be implemented by every institution. And if you have implemented this, that means you have implemented NEP and you have implemented NCRF. So there are structures available. So I would share a copy of these structures with you, that what all could be done in NHEQF and how you can actually integrate your in your curriculum the skill-based education. So if you look at the curriculum components, so major subject, core subjects, there could be 2 minors, or there could be a multidisciplinary subject, there could be a vocational or a skill-based course or a micro-credential, there could be a value-added course, for example, IKS or ethics, or there could be internship, apprenticeship, project, and research projects. So it could be any combination of these that you can integrate, and integration, as I said, up to 50% of the credits you can earn from skill-based courses, and mobility provisions, blended learning and online learning provisions, they are all there, and you can give credits for blended learning as well as for online learning. Similarly, apprenticeship embedded degree programs are now a reality. This has been notified by UGC. Now you can convert your existing programs also into the apprenticeship embedded degree programs. Then project work on and on-the-job training is part and parcel of your curriculum. The recognition of prior learning is a part of the curriculum. Then assessment methods you can have. There are a number of ways you can use them. I'll just show you some one or two slides on that. Quality assurance and then integration of ethics and Indian knowledge system and international compatibility. Now, just a basic difference between, say, training and skilling. Training is a short term for a very specific job requirement, for a very specific competency, whereas skilling is relatively long term and for a broader spectrum of skills to be developed. Now, this is very, very important. Again, I'll leave these details, and I would request all of you to integrate along with the general education, the training and skilling. And let me clarify that vocational education means any education which gives you a profession. So it is Bachelor of Engineering is also a vocational education. Medical is also vocational education. Law is also vocational education. So let's not confuse there. Assessment is extremely important, as I said. You can have different kinds of assessment: summative, spatial, formative, prognostic, or diagnostic, or norm referenced, or criteria referenced, or standard reference, or by assessor, external assessment, teacher assessment, peer assessment, self-assessment, and there could be various ways in which you could assess the person. Similarly, use of technology, both for teaching as well as for assessment. You must integrate these animation, simulation, metaverses, digital twins, extended reality, special tools for Divyangs, and also the AI technologies. Now, these are to be integrated at all levels for education. Now, you are all aware of the MIMI options: certificate, UG certificate, then UG diploma, UG degree with honors, and similarly at the master's level. All this is a reality now. This is duly notified by UGC, and I would encourage everyone, every institution to go in for this and implement as much as of this is possible. Similarly, if you look at the National Skill Qualification Framework, you can earn 50% credits out of this, and there are qualifications available from level 4.5, which is your UG first year, up to level 8 in NSQF also, National Skill Qualification Framework also, and you can pick up these qualifications and integrate them into your curriculum itself. One of the examples which UGC has given in one of their documents, that you can have a major, you can have 2 minors, then you can have a multidisciplinary course, you can have skill-based courses, ability enhancement, skill enhancement, or value-added courses. You can have summer internship or research-based projects. So all this is possible for 3-year program also and a 4-year program also. And out of any one of these, 50% could be skill-based courses. So it's very simple, as simple as that. So I also try to assemble few examples of lectures, classroom, assignments, self-study, class projects, group teams, collaboration work, field projects, especially very relevant for the art students, and so survey work, social work. Similarly, short-term and long-term internships, apprenticeship, and dissertations, capstone project. And then online courses from the multinational companies, or even micro-credentials, nano-credentials, short-term online courses, and community service also, that can be creditized. You can have these credits integrated into the course itself. And similarly, I have listed some of the other methods through which you can add the skilling component to the curriculum. I am not going to go into details of these because of shortage of time. And then integration of skilling, if I talk about VIKSIT Bharat, as I said, you have to have integration skilling at scale, with speed, with quality, and with standards. So integration with rural economy, integration with education, integration with industry, and integration with global economy. So this will have to be done. So skilling is the essential mantra for tomorrow. Okay. Then multidisciplinarity and transdisciplinarity, interdisciplinarity. Now this has to be introduced. Just one example in history, somebody will ask me, what are the skill-based courses I can add? So digital history and archives management, public history and heritage tourism, digital storytelling, global perspectives in history, cultural resource management, heritage conservation, public policy and history, applied linguistics and history, AI and historical research. These are all which can be added in history as skill-based courses. Similarly, for political science, for economics, psychology, geography, BCom, BSc biology, then biotechnology and bioinformatics. And if you have bioinformatics, you cross it with the social sciences, then a very different kind of subjects would come up. And I'm sure that some of you would have some of these subjects, but we need to introduce more. And ultimately, we have to have employability skills also added into this. So this work has been done. We have these 50 sub-skills which have been bundled into 9 groups, and these are now available. They have been prepared by NCVET. They are available in 4 variants, one for school children, one for college children, one for professionals, and one for totally illiterate persons. And right now they are digitizing it. The digitized version would be made available to everyone totally free of cost, and that would be available on the website of NCVET. So one can pick up from there and integrate it. Similarly, the technology-based skills, whether AI or data science or cybersecurity or 3D printing or robotics, IoT, green energy, or digital finance, one can add these skills as part of the curriculum as micro-credentials or even as nano-credentials. And these are also available on NCVT website. For example, on digital skills, these are various levels of skills which are available. AI, again, you have number of levels of skills which are available. Basic AI awareness, then universal AI proficiency, AI fluent practitioners, AI pioneers, and cross-sectoral AI skilling. And there are courses which have been listed here. Those courses are available on the NCVT website. Similarly, now we are working on semiconductor industries. So courses are available on semiconductor industries, on green energy. So all these new areas, courses are available. And as of today, more than 500 the courses are available, which are future technology courses or future skill qualifications, as I can call it, and they can be integrated. And if you look at the NCVT website, more than 2,600 qualifications are there, out of which the qualification in the red box, those are the qualifications for the higher education institutions. Those can be picked up and integrated into your curriculum. and you can have any type of qualifications, including future emerging technologies or MNC qualifications or micro-credentials or even multi-sectoral skills or cross-sectoral skills or standalone nurses. All that is possible, and there are skills available. These are courses available level 4.5 and above, so you can see the numbers there. So one can just pick up from here and integrate it there. So one can become the awarding body of NCVT, and that way you will be able to offer these NSQF aligned courses not only to your own student, but students outside your university who are not regular students of the university, but they can also be trained in the university and given a certificate, and that certificate would be valid nationally as well as internationally. So that is how it is. So as a awarding body, you will be able to develop new qualification. Then training and delivery you can provide, you can assess the students, and you can certify them as well as a awarding body. So that's the last thought which I would leave you with, that future-proofing of Bharat, reskilling routes, re-engineering industries, reimagining services towards VIKSIT Bharat 1947. Thank you so very much. I am open to any questions.
Thank you, sir. Any questions?
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Hello. Yes,
I can hear you.
Yeah. Sir, always your talk will be more eye-opening, and our universities are doing lot of things following your advice and also guidance. But recently we have some yoga people coming forward to get the degree. Because, I mean, here and there in Tamil Nadu particularly, I am from Central University of Tamil Nadu, sir. So they need some degree. By having that, they are having the IUS, recognized center. They are running the program. They are giving their own certificate and diploma and also degree certificate. What they are feeling that they don't have the recognition outside Tamil Nadu. So is it possible to collaborate with these people?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely it is possible. And the yoga qualifications have been approved.
Yes, sir.
And even Ayush is being consulted by NCVT when NCVT approves the qualification.
Yes.
And those qualifications are available, but in addition to those, they can bring more qualifications, not a problem. Even they can bring qualification through any of the universities.
Yes, sir. Yes,
even that is possible.
Okay.
Yeah. You can start a course. You start with a diploma course.
Yes.
If they want to start a diploma with NCVT, even that is possible.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Good evening, sir. Sir, here, right side.
Yes, please.
So all others can have the interaction during your tea break.
Yes,
Will
sir.
this be
Good
the
evening,
last?
sir. Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, please observe. Right side.
Okay.
Yeah. Sir, we already followed a Tansky syllabus for the students. Tansky syllabus. I am coming from Salem. So, we are following Periyar University syllabus. Now, we need to follow the NCRF, NSQF. There is any individual syllabus?
No.
Yeah.
NCRF is a framework.
Yeah.
You can follow your syllabus. That is not a problem. NCRF is a framework. So the university need to adopt this and make your curriculum very flexible.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if your university is not following it, then you cannot follow it.
Yes, sir.
So, therefore, you persuade your university to follow this. And it is advantageous for everyone. because this will also give you more business.
Yes.
Okay, even to the university, this will give more business.
Yes.
They will be able to train students even from outside. Even the workers, they will be able to train from the industries. So that means they can do more with the same infrastructure.
Okay, sir.
It's very flexible.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So many online courses available, sir.
Yeah.
According to NSQF. We can follow, sir.
Yeah, you can take those courses, you can integrate them into your curricular structure, and you have to get it approved by your own academic council.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to the speaker for his valuable time. You can interact with the speaker during a tea break time. So thank you to all the honorable dignitaries and delegates for making the inauguration session a memorable one. Please resume back to the same hall after 10 minutes of tea break. Thank you.
Dear delegates, you can use the back entrance of the auditorium to go for tea break. There are 3 doors in the back, so all the 3 doors are open now. I request the volunteers to open those doors. You can move for the tea break through those doors.
Paper presenters, kindly check your schedule which is displayed outside near the registration.